Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your go-to channel for insightful and thought-provoking content. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic: 10 things broke people always seem to have money for. It's a candid look at spending habits that may resonate with many of us. As we go through this list, take a moment to reflect on your own spending habits. Are there areas where you could be more mindful? So, without further ado, let's delve into this interesting subject. First on our list, eating out. It's convenient, it's social, and let's face it, it's often much tastier than our own cooking. But have you ever stopped to consider the cost? Studies have shown that on average, meals purchased out cost more than 3 times as much as those prepared at home. That's a hefty price tag for convenience. And it's not just the occasional fancy dinner that's causing a dent in our wallets. It's the daily coffee runs, the grab-and-go lunches, the after-work drinks. Each of these seemingly small expenditures can quickly add up, turning into a significant monthly expense. So next time you're about to swipe that card for a takeaway, think twice. Could you whip up something similar at home for a fraction of the cost? Not only will your wallet thank you, but your waistline might as well. Remember, those restaurant bills add up quickly. Next up, that daily latte. It's a small luxury that many of us can't resist. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee from a high-end cafe, the cozy ambiance, the taste, it's an experience that's hard to replicate at home. But have you ever stopped to think about how much it's costing you? Let's do the math. If you're spending, say, $5 every weekday on your favorite brew, that's $25 a week. Multiply that by 4, and you're looking at $100 a month. Over a year, that's $1,200. That's a significant amount of money that could be saved or invested. Now think about the alternative. You could invest in a coffee machine and make your own brew at home. It might not be quite the same, but the savings are undeniable. And who knows, you might even discover a new hobby. Who knew that caffeine addiction could make such a dent in your wallet? Third on our list, keeping up with fashion trends. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting to stay on top of the latest styles. The appeal of a fresh, new outfit can be too tempting to resist. But the cost of constantly updating your wardrobe can take a significant toll on your budget. The fashion industry is fast-paced, with trends changing faster than the seasons. This constant change can make it feel like you're always playing catch-up with your wardrobe. But remember, style is personal. It's about expressing who you are, not just keeping up with the crowd. Instead of splurging on every new trend, consider more budget-friendly alternatives. Thrift shopping, clothes swapping with friends, or even upcycling old pieces can give your wardrobe a fresh update without the hefty price tag. Invest in timeless, quality pieces that will last, rather than fast fashion items that will quickly go out of style. Remember, style doesn't have to break the bank. Moving on, we have the latest tech gadgets. It's pretty common to see people getting swept up in the whirlwind of new technology. The latest smartphones, laptops, smartwatches, you name it, they've got it. Even when their current gadgets are perfectly functional, the allure of something new and shiny can be irresistible. But let's pause and think for a moment. These gadgets, especially the high-end ones, are not cheap. They can make a significant dent in your wallet. And for what? A few extra features that you might not even use? The thrill of unboxing something new? The financial repercussions of such purchases can be severe. Money spent on a new phone could have been saved or invested, potentially growing over time. It's important to ask ourselves, do we really need the latest gadget? Or are we just caught up in the hype? A shiny new gadget might be tempting, but is it really worth the price? Halfway through our list, luxury items. It's fascinating, isn't it? Even when budgets are tight, many of us find the allure of luxury items hard to resist. These high-end products, often branded with names synonymous with opulence and prestige, can seem like a ticket to a higher social status. But here's the thing. The luxury items we splurge on, whether it's a designer handbag, a high-end watch, or a top-of-the-line tech gadget, are often not investments. They depreciate over time and rarely bring a return on the money spent. Moreover, this pursuit of status can lead to financial pitfalls. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of buying more and more, draining our resources and leaving us in a precarious financial situation. And let's not forget, the temporary satisfaction of owning a luxury item is just that, temporary. It fades, often quickly, replaced by the desire for the next big thing. Remember, true wealth isn't about what you own, but what you can save. Number 7, lavish vacations. Picture this: a grand getaway to a tropical island, sipping on cocktails by the beach, or perhaps a ski trip to the snowy Alps. Sounds fantastic, right? But let's bring it back to reality. These extravagant vacations can cost a small fortune, and if you're on a tight budget, they can really do a number on your bank account. Instead of choosing the most expensive option, why not consider a more budget-friendly trip? There are countless affordable destinations out there waiting for you to explore. Or, if you're really strapped for cash, a staycation can be a great way to relax without breaking the bank. You could visit local attractions, have a picnic in the park, or even just curl up with a good book at home. Remember, a vacation is meant to be a break from stress, not a cause of it. A little relaxation is necessary, but not at the expense of your financial stability. 8th on our list, impulse buys. It's a familiar scenario. You're strolling through the aisles or scrolling online, and suddenly, an item catches your eye. It could be a new book, a trendy pair of shoes, or a shiny gadget. Before you know it, you've made a purchase without a second thought. But remember, these little impulse buys can add up quickly, creating a hole in your pocket that's hard to fill. To curb this habit, it's essential to ask yourself a few questions before making a purchase. Do you really need this item? Can you afford it without dipping into your savings? And most importantly, will this purchase bring you long-term happiness or just a fleeting moment of joy? By pondering these questions, you can better manage your money and avoid regrettable impulse buys. Remember, a moment of patience can save you a lot of money. Next up, unnecessary subscriptions. Let's talk about that gym membership you haven't used in months, or that monthly beauty box you've yet to open. These subscriptions can feel minor, but they add up, siphoning off your hard-earned money with little to no return. In the age of digital convenience, it's easy to forget about these small recurring payments. But the truth is, they can drain your finances faster than you realize. It's like having a small leak in your wallet that slowly but surely empties it out. So what's the alternative? Be mindful about your subscriptions. Evaluate each one and decide if it's truly adding value to your life. Maybe swap that gym membership for a pair of running shoes or that beauty box for a single product you know you'll use. It's about making smart choices with your money. And sometimes that means letting go of the unnecessary. Before you hit that subscribe button, ask yourself, do I really need this? Last but not least, credit card debt. It's a slippery slope, isn't it? One moment, you're swiping away, enjoying the convenience and flexibility it offers. The next, you're knee-deep in a financial quagmire, grappling with mounting debt and escalating interest rates. But how does this happen? Well, it often starts with uncontrolled spending. You see, credit cards can sometimes give us an illusion of unlimited funds. We buy things we don't need and can't afford, and before we know it, we're staring at a bill that's far beyond our means. But don't fret. There's a way to avoid this pitfall. It starts with self-discipline. Learn to discern between wants and needs. Budget your expenses and stick to it. And most importantly, treat your credit card as a convenience, not a source of income. Remember, credit should be a tool, not a trap. So use it wisely, and it can be a great ally in managing your finances. And there you have it. 10 things broke people always seem to have money for. These habits, while seemingly harmless, can add up and put a strain on your financial health. We started off with the habit of eating out. The convenience of not having to cook can be tempting, but it's often more expensive than preparing your meals at home. Then we moved on to expensive coffee. Those daily trips to the coffee shop can add up quickly, costing you much more than brewing your coffee at home. Next, we discussed trendy clothes. It's easy to get caught up in the latest fashion trends, but buying new clothes frequently can be a drain on your wallet. Then, we talked about expensive gadgets. While these items may seem necessary, they often come with a hefty price tag. We also covered luxury items. These are often seen as status symbols, but they can lead to unnecessary financial stress. Then, we talked about expensive vacations. While it's important to take time off and relax, there are more affordable ways to do so. We also discussed impulse buys. These spur-of-the-moment purchases can add up and cause financial strain. Then we moved on to unnecessary subscriptions. These monthly charges may seem small, but they can add up over time. Lastly, we discussed credit card debt. This can spiral out of control if not managed properly, leading to long-term financial issues. It's important to reflect on these habits and make necessary changes. Remember, small changes can lead to big savings. Thank you for joining us on HouseLux Estate today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, happy saving. Happy